So right here we're going to look and make sure we're comfortable graphing this on the graphing calculator. So I've got my nice little 84 here. I'm just in the home screen right now. Yeah. Okay, so if I want to graph something, I need to go to the y equals button here. And the first one that I'm going to graph, I want to think about it as, let me get my pencil here. I want to think about it as more like, 15,000 times 1.025 to the 2t, right? So it's 15,000 times that, and this one would be, for example, 15,000 times 1.0035 times, or to the 12t. Okay, and so the first part's not too bad, it's just 15, 1, 2, 3. Too many zeros. 15,000, and then times, in fact, let me turn on my key press so you can see what I'm doing. It's really big. Okay, so 15,000 times there we go, 1.0, now you can't see it anymore, to the, this is my, to the 2t, okay, so the to the is the caret, to the 2. Now, here's the thing, is I actually need to put these in parentheses. So I'm actually going to say 2, parentheses 2, times, instead of t, I'm just going to say x, my variable x, wherever x is there. Okay. So really what I have to say is I have to say, okay, I'm going to say it's 15,000 times 1.025 to the, okay, now, if I just say to the 2, let me show you what it'll do. If I say 1.025 to the 2, that's going to be the same thing, or times 2t, 2 times t. What it's going to give me is 1.025 squared times t. Okay? So what I need to tell it is 1.025 to the 2t, and say I want all of that raised to that power. So that will give me 2t, like that up there. Okay, so that's, and I'm just using x instead of t. So 15,000 times 1.025, 2t. Alright, and then the second equation that I want to draw is 15,000. Again, so I'm going to go 15,000 times 1.0035. 1.0035 to the, oops, not divided by, to the, and again, I want to put that in parentheses, 12 times x, indicating I want the whole thing in that power, in that exponent, not just the 12, because if I don't put the parentheses, it'll just put the 12, okay? And so now whenever I graph it, it's going to graph the first one first and the second one second. So if I graph it, it's going to go 8 years later, and it's not showing up on my screen, but you can tell that it's working because it's doing stuff right here. Okay, so basically what happened is it graphed and it's not on my window, so I have to go fix my window. So I'm going to go to Window. Oh, maybe I'll go to Zoom. Is there a Zoom Fit? I'm going to go to Zoom Fit and see what that does. So that's down at 0. Maybe I'll look out and it'll look nice. Seems like Zoom Fit would fit it to the screen. Ooh. And there it did. So that's the first one. And then that's the second one. So I know the first one is above and the second one is below over here on the right of the screen. And I think this down here is probably my x-axis. And if I wanted to be sure, I could change my window. You see how my y min is 13,000 and my y max is that. I could make my y min like really small. Like I could make it, oh, I don't know, -1, just to make sure I see my x-axis. So that means that my low part of my graph is going to be at y1, or at -1, and the high part is going to be there, so I should see my x-axis. So let me see what happens if I graph it again. Yeah, so there's my x-axis. There's my x-axis. And I can see again, my first graph is on top, and my second graph is on bottom. So it's way, 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 way up there. But still pretty. Cool? Makes sense? So on something like this, I would definitely use, I think that me messing with the window is not helpful, so I definitely use zoom fit, just so you can really get a good picture of what's going on with this graph.